Hello there, this is Victor Santana with Stock Hunters end of the month video for July, and let's go ahead and take a look at what has happened in the markets on a monthly basis. Here we're looking at the chart TMW, the ETF for the total US market, and as you can see each bar candle represents a 1 month price movement going back as far as 2 years here. So here we are for the month of July, and we have the red line representing the 6-month moving average, simple moving average, and the green line representing the 3-month simple moving average here. So whenever they cross, that generally we're back on an uptrend, and when the green line is below the red, we are on a downtrend. So followed by, we have a indicator here that measures the direction of the market as well, and as you can see, the market trend is still on a downward path. We've had a sell signal all the way from April. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at each of these charts here. Again, we're looking at total US market, and as you can see with the total US market, July was a positive month. We had a nice strong green bar. Actually, it's larger or almost engulfing the month prior to that, except for this top part here. So it seemed pretty bullish, a lot of people getting all excited. However, if you look, we are still under the 6-month moving average, which usually is a pretty good signal as far as which way the trend is going, and we're still under there, so we still have to be very cautious. We'll just keep our money on hold for the long-term investors here. Let's go ahead and break this down into the individual indices. We're going to go ahead and look at the Dow here, and as you can see with the Dow, we are still under the 6-month moving average. However, the 3-month is bending upward here, but our market signal here is still red for the end of this month, and so we're still going to be very cautious. We could get a pullback from here based on if it doesn't break above the 6-month trend line here, the simple moving average. So we'll have to keep an eye on this here, so we'll just have to be patient. And now let's go down to the S&P 500. S&P 500, you could see pretty much the same signal here. We had a pretty good up movement in July. However, we're still under the 6-month moving average as far as price movement, so we still have to be very cautious. The indicator is still pointing going downward here with being red, so let's just stay on the side and hold on to our money for the moment. So now let's go to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, you can see we had a pretty good run, and we got the crossover here, so we're still under the 6-month moving average. We had pretty good piercing above, but we closed the month right below it here, so we still have to be on the defensive. We have the trend line still being red, so we'll still be cautious. Now let's go to the Russell's 2000 small caps, where the risky money goes, and as you can see with the risky money, they are not participating as much. They're further down as far as on the trend line here with the 6-month. As you can see, there's a bigger gap here, so it's really not taking the lead. So this is why you have to be a little cautious, defensive with the money here at this point, even though July seems like a pretty good month, and we still have that trend indicator still pointing downward in red. Now, of all of them, the global is the one that's showing pretty good strength, even though it's still under the 6-month moving average here, the red, but however it had a pretty strong up move for the whole month, and the trend indicator is already starting to flatten out here. So we're still going to be defensive because preserving our money is the most important thing, so we want to be cautious here at this point. Now let's go ahead and take a look at gold. There's so much people talking about gold all the time, And as you can see, gold had a pretty good upward movement here once it broke the 6-month here, as indicated here, and it just continued on here, and we had multiple entry points here to get in, and here it rested right at the 6-month here. So we still can probably go up higher. However, the trend has turned red here, so we're just gonna have to be patient and watch and see how this trend. We have other indicators showing that this might be the top for a while, so let's just monitor this and keep our money ready to get into gold. And then finally, let's look at the US oil. And as you can see with the US oil, after a pretty downward move as far as in price movement, it did get a positive crossover here, but it's been pretty flat and shallow all the way across here, and then it broke under and we got that red signal here. So we're still under the red, so this is looking pretty weak. So looking at everything overall, to recap, everything is still not hunky-dory, as you might say. So we're going to be defensive and play on a safe side, and we'll have to wait to see how the market moves by the end of this month before either getting back in or staying put. For those who like a little more risk, you may consider getting some inverse ETFs at this point, and put a 10% sell stop in case the market does end up going up higher. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it for now. And again, the market trend is on a downward move, so we're going to keep our eyes on the markets and be on the right side of the trend. Until next time, take care.